Hi guys, so I'm gonna film a video today and I'm gonna show you guys kind of like a quick, easy way on how I pack my makeup. I'm currently staying in a hotel right now, and this is kind of like a longer stay, so I have all of my makeup in this hotel, and I'm gonna go for a week somewhere else, so I'm gonna stay in a different hotel, and this is kind of like my minimal makeup packing advice for you guys. Now, of course, like if you guys have, like, I'm literally moving to a different, like I'm going from my house to this hotel and then I'm moving to another place permanently, so that's why I brought all my makeup here, just because whenever I go home for the weekends I do the same thing. Like I just pack very minimally, and then I keep the rest of like everything else in my hotel, just because it's easier for me to have it all here. If that even made sense. I don't know if any of that made sense. I'm going through like this whole living situation thing right now that I'm moving for my work and stuff like that, so if you guys don't know anything about it, I'll leave the videos linked down below. So I have this current little pouchy thing here that I just kept. I quickly just put my makeup in for this weekend, but I didn't wear any makeup this weekend because I went home for like a day and then came back because there was supposed to be a snowstorm here, and it turns out that there was not really a snowstorm. It was only like 3 inches of snow. The easiest way that I find packing my makeup is I do my makeup and then like what I use, and it's kind of like my everyday makeup look. So I'll do my makeup and then what I use I'll either put like, I'm gonna put in this little bin right here, or you can use like a different bin. Now for primers, I stick to everyday primers. I don't want to try new things, especially when I'm on the road or I'm traveling, just because for work I have to look decent, but I don't want so many steps in it. I want it to be quick, and then like I said, if there is a day or two where I'm like I'm gonna put on eyeshadow or something, then I'll bring like an eyeshadow palette or something. I'm using the Professional Matte Rescue primer today. And I mean, today's a traveling day. You guys, usually on traveling days I don't do much to my face, but I'm gonna go see my sister, so I'm gonna go to the mall that she works at, and then I'm actually riding with a friend, so we might have dinner or something. I'm just kind of doing this today because I'm very I'm healthy today, okay? What's it called? I've been sick for the past few days, like really sick. I have strep throat for like, this is my like week going on with strep throat, because I try to deal with it on my own, and then you know with strep throat you can't do that on your own. So finally went to the doctor and I was like, yeah, give me something, and they're like, well, you got strep throat, let me put you on some antibiotics, and he did, and then he was like, you should feel better within the next 24 hours. And I feel so much better. So that's a great thing. As I'm using things, I'm gonna put them in my little bucket. And I'm gonna go in with the Professional Pore Primer. Put some eye cream on just because it's so cold here, and my like under eyes have been so dry recently. Now I'm gonna put on my foundation that I've been loving. Is the L'Oreal Infallible up to 24-hour fresh wear foundation and it's honestly one of my favorite ones. I love the way it looks, I love the way it blends out and stuff like that. So this is in shade 480, and it's a little too light for me, but I usually just deepen it up with some cream bronzers. Grab my sponge and blend it all out. My mirror is over here on the side, so if you guys like see me looking over here, it's because the mirror is there. I'm gonna bronze up my face, and you can either use a lighter kind of like bronzier color, or you can use like a darker like contour color. I usually on my more natural days just go in with like this guy, and I need to pick up another one of him, but like I just usually just hit all my contour points. You put like your moisturizer and stuff so you don't forget it in there as well, but I'm just gonna go ahead and blend this out. I use 2 concealers. I use the Tarte Shape Tape, and I use the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer, and I use the Shape Tape in light medium sand, and then the NYX in medium olive. The reason why I do this is because the Tarte Shape Tape is a bit, it's a lot, like it's full coverage, and if I put it like everywhere, it just makes me look kind of like cakey. That's the word I want to use, and I don't like it, so I just put on a tiny bit, or the littlest bit that I can. I know it's hard with the applicator to just put on a little bit, like my forehead, chin, and then I go in with the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop for just like a lighter coverage, and then to like mix the formulas together a little bit, so it is more olivey, and the other one's a more yellow tony, if it makes sense. This is a lot for some people, but it's what I do on an everyday basis. So now that we're done with blending, I'm gonna go in with setting powder. I like to use my Airspun Naturally Neutral powder, and I put a crap ton of this on. I know it's crazy how much I put on, but my skin is so oily. I use this brush to kind of swipe all that extra powder away. I throw my brushes too that I use in there. Now I'm going to set my face, and to set my face I use the Bare Minerals Bare Pro. I've been using this for a hot minute. It's like the powder foundation, and it's in Camel 17. I'm using a Jaclyn Hill brush to set all that. Bronze up my face. I'm gonna use at first a small brush to contour my face. I know I said bronze up my face, but I'm gonna contour first, and then we're gonna bronze up. So this is BR Black Radiance Pressed Powder, and it's in Warm Hazelnut. I'm gonna use that and hit like my cheekbones with it. And I'm using a smaller brush by Jaclyn Hill. I'm going to bronze up. I'm going to use this by Anastasia. It's Copper Brown. It's a big fluffy brush. With whatever I have left on my sponge, I'm going to go right under the contour. I don't have like a blush on the go, but I am gonna put some on today just because I want to. But usually on my like everyday days, I don't put on blush. This one right here, again. I'm gonna put on some highlighter now. I'm gonna use the highlighter in here, which is this one. This one is Highlight in Full Moon. I'm just gonna hit my cheekbones. And up here. And I just take two simple brushes. I don't take like my whole collection because I have a whole bunch of eyeshadow brushes, which is ridiculous. Nobody needs that much eyeshadow brushes in their life. So I just take two. I've always simpled it down to two, especially on my quick travel days. So I go in with a thicker one with my bronzer, or not the thicker one, but it's like a fluffier one, and I hit kind of like everywhere with this brush, just because it's like a blending brush. So I like to just go in with it like all over my lid, and I like to just make it always go into my nose too. So I like to go in there. Oops, I put on a little too much, but it's fine. And I like to go in with a little one, which is a little, it's not as wide of a fluffier brush, and I like to just deepen it up like on the outer V. That. And with that same brush, I like to bring it low. Now I'm going to do eyebrows, and I have two eyebrow things that I'm actually using currently, and one is the e.l.f. eyeshadow or eyebrow and eyeliner thing, which I'm using out. I'm gonna take this just because I want to keep trying it out. So there's my little, so I take that and I use just any angled brush. I also really like the e.l.f. brow pencil. I spritz my face with some setting spray, which I need to go get some more of because we're running out of this one. I make sure to throw some things in there that I know I might need. So I like to kind of line my eyes sometimes. So I like to do eyeliner. Once that is dried down, I'm gonna curl my lashes. Put some mascara on. My favorite mascara is a Lash Paradise Mascara by L'Oreal. This is what my bucket looks like. That's a lot of stuff that I'm taking. It's like halfway full, but I make sure to put it into this little thing. I take lashes just because I know I probably will want them, so I'll put those in there at some point in my trip. And then I also always take the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and especially because I'm trying out a new bronzer. I don't know how I feel about it, so taking that. And I always like to use the Morphe times Jaclyn Hill palette, and it's the Ring the Alarm one of my favorites from her collection, just in case there's those days where I want to spice things up, you know. Here's my thing. Let me show you guys how I pack it up. It is so dirty, guys, so excuse that. So these were from my last trip. And I do like to rotate brushes because, you know, just to keep myself from breaking out. So I'll just dump those over here. I have my lashes. So I put like my lashes on this side. I don't know if I can record this with one hand. Put my lashes. I have my two big palettes, and I put like all my little things in here, and then I put like setting spray. Guys, this is really hard to do with one hand. All shuts pretty well with just my everyday makeup. Okay guys, so I just finished editing this video and I realized that I do not have an outro for this video. So I just wanted to hop on here and say thank you guys so much for watching it. If you guys liked it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to our channel, make sure you subscribe and to click the notification bell whenever you do, so that you'll be notified when I upload a new video. So I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.